Okay, today is January the 26th, 2017. Right now at 10:45 p.m., we have a temperature in the foothills of 47 degrees. The relative humidity has dropped to 41%. Last night we had 88% humidity, and so now we're down to 41%. We have a barometer reading. The barometer continues to rise. We're at 30.17 inches, and the dew point is 25 degrees. We had partly cloudy skies today, and we had a lot of chemtrail activity blow in from the north today. We can see what's happening here. We have something here that is partially spinning counterclockwise, and we have high pressure right in here. This is all being installed today, and on the IR map today, we saw an event right here where this area was targeted, and we saw a large band of moisture that was moving through the state just completely dissipate as it moves south towards California, much like what we're seeing right there. Only it originated from the Bay Area moving south, and in the visible light map, it looked like it was targeted with some kind of possibly microwave, because we saw a shock wave moving south along with this dissipating water vapor, which we see moving through the area right here. We have a crescent-shaped transmitter generated area of high pressure, and that is separating this cold front. This is actually a developing storm right here. We have two storms, one here and one here. And this frontal system is moving ever closer to the west coast. So we have very, very strong high pressure being installed right here. We also have a tropical flow right here. Let's go up to the bigger map. We can see that this sequence is corrupted, so we're looking at 3 frames out of the entire I think 13 or 14 frames in this 7.5 hour loop. So we have 3 frames available, but we can see a very straight edge here. I can put the envelope up on this, and we can see it's very, very straight. And also, I can show this is almost a nearly perfect right angle as we lay the envelope over that contour. We have a transmitter cutting a path along here and through here, and setting this envelope right in that contour, we can see just how square that is. That is truly amazing. So this is the kind of climate change that is not being reported on television. And of course, this high pressure blockade is protecting the Hawaiian Islands, and it's also separating this jet stream flow from mixing with this tropical moisture field right here, which is moving towards California. But as I mentioned in yesterday's video, we have all this high pressure installed through here, which is redirecting this flow out to the east. Same pattern, except that these two weather systems have intensified somewhat. Actually, we have a third storm right up here developing. Actually, 3 very large weather systems. Okay, now here's the infrared map. You can see the jet stream flow. And we have a developing system right down here. Let's go back to the other water vapor map here. We can see this is now developed since yesterday, last night's video. This is starting to really take some shape. This would become a hurricane if not for the transmitter right on top of this. This is down at about the between 10 and 15 degrees north latitude. So we've got a developing hurricane right here. All right, let's take a look at some of these other maps. We have the western U.S. Water vapor map. We can see that channel of high pressure that's been installed. Nothing is getting past this barrier right here. This zone is completely dry. And this is actually widened in the last 24 hours. We can see that much wider channel of high pressure, which is maintaining separation between these two. This is a much warmer moisture field than up here, this North Pacific moisture here. So, and then we have some Santa Ana winds on the menu. We understand that there's going to be some high winds, but so far that has not materialized. We have low pressure, looks like right here, spinning, or trying to spin. And then we have high pressure right next to that, so that would generate some wind in our area. But so far it's been very, very light winds. Here's the infrared map. You see that channel of high pressure right here. Nothing is crossing over that boundary. Now here's the jet stream map. We can see some flow right into Southern California and also well into Mexico, heading out to the east. And the surface analysis map. We have a storm here, developing storm. We've got a gale here, developing storm out over here, and a developing gale. So all of this is moving right towards the U.S. West Coast. And we've got very strong high pressure here, 1,034 millibar, 1,038 right up over Washington and Montana. So this huge bubble of high pressure is just going to run this in a different direction. All this weather is going to be pushed away. Okay, here's the swell report. We have 23-foot swells right off the west coast right here. A very large area of high swells, 23 feet. And we have 12 feet right out here. And we have 19 feet just north of the Bay Area. Some very high swells right up in this area, just north of the San Francisco Bay Area. Here's the sea level pressure map. See a huge area of high pressure all through here. We have a lot of squiggly lines. That's the transmitter manipulation. Here's the 500 millibar map. A lot of high pressure all through here. Low pressure up here. And the 300 millibar map, which is pretty much the same. Okay, let's take a look at the MODIS Today map, the color satellite map. This shows the chemtrail activity over just north of the Los Angeles area. If we pan down, here's the LA area right here. And we see that just north of the region, the area, we have this gray chemtrail haze that's blanketed over this moisture that snuck in on this this weather system right here. Let's go back to the big map. We were looking at this yesterday. We had some moisture right here creeping in, right here, and they took care of that. We can see that the entire pattern has changed. We've got a big crescent right here. This is a blockade of high pressure, and nothing is getting in now today as of this afternoon. They took care of that. So when we go back to the here we go right here. We get back to this map, we can see that that moisture was dealt with. They sprayed over it, and we did see this moisture eventually late in the afternoon. This all blew south and right over our area and out to the basically out to the south east. We see the snow on the mountains, and then we see the chemtrail haze, and then the incoming moisture field, this brilliant white that has been blanketed by the chemtrails. Okay, all right. Next, we have a shot of the, this is the southwest water vapor loop. You can see some chemtrail activity all through here as this tropical flow moves into Mexico and Baja California right here. We have all this high pressure installed right here, this crescent shape. And here is the IR map Some of this residual moisture exiting the state to the southeast. This is all sprayed over. Okay, so that is the report for tonight. We'll leave it right here, and we'll do another update tomorrow.